Hey guys, this is Scott475 here, reviewing Bose's QuietComfort 35 Series 2. If you haven't already, go ahead and check out my unboxing video. I have it linked in the description and also at the end of this video. So the key difference between the Series 2 versus the original one, Series 1, is this extra little button here. It's called the action button, where you can either summon the Google Assistant or change the level of noise cancellation. Now, Bose isn't alone in this $350 noise-canceling headphone market. There's also the Sony MDR-1000X Mark II, which I was also considering before I finally settled on the Bose, and more on that a little bit later, but just to let you guys know, there is other competition. This is going to be an in-depth review, so I'm going to cover everything, all aspects of this headphone, from design, fit, controls, noise cancellation, other features, accessories, and even the app. So stay tuned, I'll be covering everything. So let's start out with the design. A key differentiating factor of these Bose is how lightweight they are. At only 8.3 ounces, it is much lighter than the comparable Sonys, and it's significantly lighter than the Audio-Technicas, which I also previously owned. Bose was able to make this possible by making most of the parts plastic, including the band. However, it doesn't sacrifice on the actual earpieces, which are made out of aluminum. This lightweightness enhances the comfort, which are further enhanced with the ear pads, which are plush protein leather, not memory foam, but it's just as good. And the ear cups are airy, and they don't feel like they're pressing against your earlobes like the Sonys or even my Audio-Technicas. This also allows you to keep your ears much cooler. It also has a nice Alcantara band right up top to also help cushion the top of your head as well. The headband is of course adjustable, and the ear cups swivel about 100 degrees, though I don't quite understand why they don't swivel more. This limitation actually forces you to have the ear cups facing out when you're lying against your neck if you want it to sit flush, which I don't really appreciate. I prefer it to be flipped the other way. The comfort focus of this headphones also translates to fit as well. So once these headphones are on my head, they stay in place whether I am moving from an upright to a reclining position, or if I'm just bouncing my head up and down to the beat of my music. As for ports and controls, we have the charging port, which is on the right side, and the headphone jack on the left side, and all the buttons are easily accessible with your thumb with a simple raise of your arm. So most of the buttons are on the right side, assuming that most people are right-handed. So in the middle of the right ear cup is the switch for turning this headset on, and also for Bluetooth pairing if you push it all the way to the right. And then at the feelable position of your thumbs, you have the playback controls, and they're really easily identifiable, and the control scheme resembles that of Apple EarPods. So the middle button is pause, play, skip track, and reverse track, and holding it down also summons up Siri, and then the buttons on either side will control the volume. Also present on the right ear cup is the battery and Bluetooth indicators. The headphone does announce the battery levels when you first turn it on in 10% increments. However, just a visual indication, you can also take a look at the battery indicator. So green is about 40% and above, so you're good on battery, and then orange is maybe about 20 to 40%, and then the red flashing means it's extremely low battery, you probably want to charge it real soon. Yellow flashing means that it is charging, and while you cannot use the headphones while you're charging, but you can actually technically still listen through the wire because it will be off, but I don't really advise this because you'll hear a constant buzzing. And then for the indicator right next to that is the Bluetooth indicator. When it's flashing blue, it means that the headphone is actively trying to pair, and then if it is a constant white, it is either connected or at least connecting to at least one Bluetooth device. It can pair up to 2 devices at the same time. However, I did notice that sometimes it does get stuck trying to pair with the first device initially, even though the second device is ready to pair, and sometimes you'll just keep on trying to pair with that first device and not pair with the second device, which is a little bit annoying for me, and I found that a little bit strange because I never really encountered this problem before. But in addition to Bluetooth pairing, which is again very simple to do, you can also pair via NFC if your phone is capable of it. As for the left ear cup is the single action button. That's the new addition for the Series 2. And as I mentioned earlier, you can configure it to either use it to summon Google Assistant or to change the level of noise cancellation from high, low, and off. Since I have an iPhone, I don't really have the need for Google Assistant. Also, if you do have an iPhone and you want to use Google Assistant though, you have to download the app first. And if you were to ever close out the app, then you can't even use this headphone with Google Assistant anyways. And believe it or not, Siri is actually superior to Google Assistant on the iPhone in terms of speed and accuracy of information. So needless to say, I always have the action button programmed to the noise cancellation level. However, do keep in mind the noise cancellation definitely does drain the battery faster. However, even if your battery were completely depleted or if your headset was off, you can still listen to your tunes via the 2.5 to 3.5mm included auxiliary cable. However, from real-world experience, I did find the battery life to be quite good. Bose advertises to be up to 20 hours. Of course, that depends on the noise cancellation level and the volume that you're listening to. But I did find that the standby time, or if you're connected to a device, but you only have the noise cancellation on and no music playing, it can actually last you through the night, which is really quite significant, especially if you need to drown out, say, the snores of a pretty noisy roommate. But charging it up is really great too. It has a quick charge feature where if you just charge it for 15 minutes, it can last you an additional 2.5 hours. It charges via micro USB and not USB Type-C, even though it definitely could have taken advantage of the new USB type. Now let's talk about the sound, since you definitely want to have pretty darn good sound for the price that you're paying for these headphones. And I have to say that I really do love the sound signature of Bose because it's very clean, it's great detail, so it's really great for particular instrumentals. It has tight highs, great mids, and even though it doesn't have a booming bass, I think it's well balanced and clean, and it also has a fantastic sound stage, so it has good separation of individual instruments and also vocals. And one reason why you're able to hear all these details in your music is because of the fantastic noise cancellation. I found it super impressive in its ability to drown out background noises like traffic and also people's chatter in the library, so it's definitely a lifesaver, especially if you're a college student and you're trying to study in a noisy environment. So I would say Bose is still the industry leader in the noise cancellation department. I can't even hear any buzzing when there's no music playing through these headphones, which just shows you how great Bose is able to handle these cancellation of outside noise, which makes it a great sleeping tool to allow you to sleep in uncomfortable conditions like a noisy roommate or on the airplane. Now, I did read reviews where people mention about a little bit of a cabin pressure difference when the noise cancellation first kicks in, but personally I have not experienced this at all and my ears are quite sensitive, so maybe Bose made a little bit of a tweaking in later production models. But outside the stellar comfort and noise cancellation, there really isn't too much else packed into this pair of headphones, which is why the Sony seems to look really good on paper because of its amazing features. And the app that the Bose comes with that you can also download isn't very feature packed at all. You can't even change EQ settings or tweak your music to how you like it. The only thing you can really do in this app is remap the action button or change the noise cancellation degree manually if you had, say, the Google Assistant mapped onto your action button, rename your headphones if you wanted to, and turn off voice prompt, which I definitely recommend you do, because otherwise when you first turn on your headphones you're going to hear that very obnoxiously 70%. Loud voice announcing the battery percentage, which I really don't think is really necessary. And also it will announce the level of noise cancellation when you press the action button each time, and that takes up a good amount of time where it will be switching in between those noise cancellation levels, so I would just completely get rid of that voice prompt. It's super annoying. Then in terms of accessories, it's actually pretty bare bones for the price tag in my opinion. You do get the semi-hard case, which is actually not even as nice as the Series 1 because the Series 1 came with an airplane adapter, and also instead of this easily losable foam piece, it actually has a nice little slot where you could have put the airplane adapter in, and it comes with this really thin 2.5mm to 3.5mm aux cable, which is significantly thinner than pretty much any other aux cable I've ever seen in my life, including the one that came with my Audio-Technicas, which are half the price of this Bose. But altogether, I really love this pair of headphones. It's definitely a lifesaver if you live with other people, like in a dorm, and it's perfect for studying everywhere. Bose really got it spot on with its naming it quiet and comfort, because those are the two key attributes that really makes this pair of headphones stands out apart from all the competition in the market. It's that all-day comfort that really won me over the Sonys, because I definitely test-tried both of them in the store, and I decided to see which one I would rather wear, and ultimately it was that comfort factor that really pushed me towards the Bose. Yes, Sony may have a little bit more gimmicks or features, but Sony also has a few durability problems also in the past with their headband, and Bose definitely does not have that issue at all. So I think the real decision is whether to get the Series 1 or the Series 2 of the QuietComfort. And I would honestly be hard-pressed to find a strong enough reason to buy the Series 2 over the Series 1, simply because you're paying that extra $30 for that extra button for either Google Assistant or the noise cancellation level, and actually an inferior new case. If you are an iPhone user, there's absolutely no reason for you to buy the Series 2, but if you do constantly use the Google Assistant on a very, very regular basis, then maybe the Series 2 is worth a consideration. But if you're just buying it for the change in noise cancellation level, as I initially did, it's not worth it, because honestly, without noise cancellation on, the headphones are already very noise isolating, so really the only two levels of noise cancellation would be completely off your head so you can hear your environment, or with noise cancellation on full blast. Even though I don't regret buying this headphone at all, my main problem is that it just doesn't live up to the price tag of that $30 difference over the Series 1. The Bose QuietComfort 35 Series 2 is still a fantastic headphone, but as an update I would expect more than just a forgettable extra button. Thank you for watching this video. If you found it helpful, please give it a like, it'd be greatly appreciated, and make sure to subscribe to my channel Skyforce95 if you haven't already to get more content like this. Or if you're watching this on Amazon, head over to my channel URL right here, or just search it up on YouTube Skyforce95. There you'll see a bunch of my product reviews and unboxings. Feel free to browse, or if you want to search for something specific, just hit that search field. That'll do it for this video. This is Skyforce95. Thanks for watching.
Welcome. Today's review of the headphones from the company named Bose. When they arrive at your house, they arrive in this package. What I really like about this package is you can put anything like in here, like your phone or something else, and you can hang it like anywhere. When you open the box, the headphones come with a charger and a cable you can connect to an airplane, so you don't need to wear those uncomfortable airplane headphones. And what I really like about these headphones, that they have like 3 modes of noise cancellation. One of them is high noise cancellation. You almost can't hear any background noise. Then you have low noise cancellation, and then you have no noise cancellation. So that is really cool. They are really comfortable because they have like this cushioning, and they are really big, so your entire ear fits into, and yeah, it's really comfortable. They can also be expanded, like if you have a really big head, so they are really adjustable. Then we have these buttons. So we have the plus minus button. That is for controlling the volume of the headphones. And then we have this middle button. When you press it, the music or film you're watching stops. And then if you double click this button, you access Siri when you're connected to your phone, so you can manage Siri when you have your headphones on. What's really cool about this headphones is also that there's a built-in microphone in these, so when you're on a call, they really come in handy. And here you have the power button. What I also really like about these headphones is that they charge really fast, and they have like really big battery life. So, and here on this side you have the connector to the charging port. You have the charging port, and here you have the connector to your air. If you are trying to buy these, I would definitely recommend it, because they are compact, and they're the first thing I take when I'm traveling. They look cool, and yeah. Thank you for watching, and bye.
Hey guys, and welcome to another review on Honest Reviews by Christina. Today I'm very excited to share with you one of my favorite items, these Bose headphones that have been on my wish list forever, and I finally got them for my birthday. So I'm very excited to share with you my insight. So they come in this case. There's a stretchy pocket in the back. When you open them up, they're nice and folded like that. So you already know that their flexibility is pretty incredible. So they go up and down like that, side to side and back and forth. So most likely you will be able to achieve that comfort level regardless of the size of the head and the anatomy of your face. So for me, my head is very small, so I use it on a small setting, but you can extend it further if you would like. And there's also some extra cushion right over here. I wish this cushion was a little bit bigger, thicker, so that they're more snug on my head, but it's okay. The right and left are identified right inside of them, right there. And this is what they look like on a head, on a small head. I can tell you that already the soundproofing, just physical soundproofing, is incredible. A lot of sounds I don't hear a lot, so I might be yelling right now, so forgive me for that. Now, there are several buttons that I want to share with you, and the number one is this one, and this is on the right one. So you turn it on and it's already in pairing mode. So you pair these headphones through Bose app that you have to download on your phone or your tablet. I don't really like that setup when a company makes you download an app to connect to your phone, but it's simple enough that it's not a big deal, and you can control several things through the app. Another button is over here, and this is something that you control through the app. It can be your Google Assistant, it could be your Amazon Alexa, and it also can control your sound isolation level. So it could be high, low, or turn it off completely. So whatever you select in your app, whatever you like. Then there are typical buttons, plus and minus on the other side, and the middle button that can serve as many things, including play and pause, etc. So overall, very simplistic, minimalistic type of setup. And as far as the sound, this is really why you buy Bose. The sound is truly incredible. I tried other headphones, over-ear headphones, and I can share with you the links to my prior reviews, and I can tell you the cheaper ones just don't sound as good. I know there's another set that I haven't tried by Sony, and I can't tell you anything about it, but the cheaper ones that I did try for $50, $40, $60, they're just not as good. I mean, I guess you have to pay money to get the good sound isolation and also sound quality. It feels like you are, when I listen to some orchestra music or classical music, it literally feels like you are in the middle of the concert center, or in the middle of the stadium. It's really is incredible. And because of you can control the sound isolation, you can isolate anything that's around you, which is pretty incredible. There's also an embedded microphone. It's not as good. It picks up a lot of wind, but it's a nice feature if you want to do your calls through this as well. Now, as far as the soundproofing, I think this is one of the better headphones among all of them that I tried. So you can use them on a plane, even without music, just to kind of pretend that you're alone by yourself, which is kind of sometimes a good thing. So I truly love these, and I certainly recommend them. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to submit it in the comment section below. Take care of yourself. Goodbye.